name is Yaron Assabi. I'm the founder of Digital Solutions Group. Within our group, we have an MVNE, a Mobile Virtual Network Enabler. Because we were the first enabler in Africa, we managed to get the name secured as MVNE. So a lot of the time, customers actually ask me, they say to me, so where's your MVNE? You know, and we have to mention that it's MVNE Pty Limited, which is really, really great. What makes our MVNE unique is that it's part of the Digital Solutions Group because we offer an integrated customer experience solution from consulting on customer experience, and often for MVNOs, you know, customer experience is the moat. It's what differentiates them. So from designing customer journeys and doing consulting around customer experience to actually providing technology and well-defined business processes. And we have a very unique engagement model with customers. We can either offer consulting, co-sourcing, outsourcing, and sometimes in Africa, what we do a lot is design, build, operate, transfer models, where we would help the customer hold their hand and manage the process, but then maybe after a year or two, when they feel that they've built some local skills, we'll transfer the skills to the local company. We also have a unique marketing business called Broad Brand, as opposed to broadband. And Broad Brand is all about marketing as a service, using AI these days to create ads a lot quicker. So the creative's done very, very quick. But at the same time, we're able to use machine learning when we get ads out into the market on Meta or Google and have like maybe 1,000 variations of the same advert being delivered. The ones that convert the most are the ones that actually last, and everything else that doesn't convert very well drops off. So it's in campaign lifetime that we optimize the campaign, and therefore we get sometimes 25x, 30x better results. One of our clients recently used to get a 0.2% click-through rate. Now they're 3%, which is incredible growth. And then we also offer a cybersecurity business within our group called Digital Resilience. And that helps our MVNO provide value-added services. These days, operators are really VNOs, virtual network operators, are really concerned about their customers' security when trading online or interacting online. And we partnered with Bitdefender, for example, who are a global antivirus and identity management solution company. And we offer that as an embedded part of our MVNO. And we've designed some unique insurance around identity theft and theft of funds, which is also a growing concern for operators. Often you could lose customers if they, get hacked and the identity gets stolen. They might not join your network back. They might join another network. So it's quite important. And we've designed a unique insurance solution from eInsure, part of our group, that allows you to have identity insurance, theft of funds insurance. And we launch it for mobile network operators as well as virtual network operators. And then, very importantly, we also designed our own CVM platform. And we believe that CVM, when you grow above 60,000 customers, it's really important, especially in a largely prepaid market like Latin America or Africa. It's very important to keep in touch with customers and being able to make the right offer to them at the right time. So when their wallet is at 50%, you'd want to make them an offer ready to update and upgrade and renew. And when they get to 70%, at 90, 100%, you're going to potentially lose that customer. So it's very important to get the right offer at the right time and put your arms around your customer, create customer retention, grow lifetime value of customers, and increase wallet share, which is really critical. So as a group, we offer all these unique solutions, either as a turnkey solution for a customer, or a customer could just, for example, have an existing OSS, BSS vendor that they're happy with, and they don't need that as part of the solution from MVNE, but they're just interested in our CVM platform. That's also possible. Or if they just want to outsource their customer experience, one of our competitors, actually, Enablers, offers our customer experience solution to their customers, even though we compete on their enablement side, which is quite interesting. That's called competition, Yeah. I think people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. And launching an MVNO is really important from a strategy perspective. So Workshop was designed to help prospective MVNOs and even existing MVNOs learn more about the complexity of managing a virtual network operator. And we looked at 5 different elements. We had Brandon Nazaris, the CEO of the Customer Experience Group, talk about the importance of customer experience and why customer experience is actually your biggest differentiator, because VNOs are a lot more agile and can respond to customers a lot better. We had Vincent Ma, the CEO of Broadbrand, talk about CVM and how important customer value management is, how to try and understand and predict which customers are going to churn and come up with the next best action to kind of make them the right offer so they stay and grow their tenure with a business. We then had Ryan from MDS Global speak about the importance of being agile with your technology stack. And he explained how MDS Global provides an awesome CRM platform that is really a revenue management platform and a data management platform that allows you to get closer to your customers and get the right insights about what your customers are doing so you can make the relevant offers to them. So it complements our CVM stream very, very nicely. And then I spoke about value-added services, which are a very important way to uplift your ARPU. One VAS could be the reason that a customer joins you rather than joins another customer because it's differentiated and it's very niche into that particular segment. And then we had Ed speak about the importance of a unique customer value proposition, which is often driven by value-added services, but it's also about taking your core business, the telco component, combining them together to go to market with a unique value proposition. And the question that every VNO needs to ask is, why would customers leave another network to join you? If it's just price, which is often the perception, the likelihood is that customer who joined you just for price may join the next offer that's going to be price sensitive. And therefore, you need to go beyond just price to offer real value to your customers. And that's been the theme of our workshop. It was very well received. It was very well attended. And we had some great feedback and picked up quite a bit of business because everybody is in a different maturity level in their VNO life cycle. And we offer a fully integrated roadmap, if you like, to go for the latest technologies in 2026. Obviously, AI was a big part of it going forward, and everybody spoke about how quickly you can execute using AI, but also what is the future going to look like for your VNO? Because normally a VNO is a long-term strategy, and it enables your digital transformation strategy. It's a wonderful catalyst for that. So we focused on everything that you need to do in 2026 and beyond. Yeah, it was a great conversation because we had different aspects of the value-added services ecosystem, if you like. So we had a strong MVNO in F&B Connect, one of the first MVNOs in South Africa, and they were sharing from a financial services perspective how device finance, for example, being a bank, is seen as a value-added service, how they link it to their loyalty program, eBucks, and spoke about how VAS has really helped them differentiate their value proposition in the market. We had Devin speak from a Pick n Pay mobile perspective, and Pick n Pay makes their value-added services free for consumers as a way of getting the consumers to go into their retail stores, which was a wonderful insight to actually understand. And he was explaining how they use value-added services to differentiate the customer journey, because every till offers value-added services in their retail stores, and how actually they may compete with F&B on their VNO, but collaborate with them because they offer F&B branches inside their stores, which was really, really interesting. So, and then we had Flash. Flash is a company that's a fintech and have 200,000 different agents out there that are entrepreneurs that can sell all their value-added services. And Greg started by actually mentioning that they are a VAS company. You know, that's what they do. They're all about value-added services. And I gave a bit of insights about how to use value-added services to grow your wallet share. And we had a great conversation about VAS. I think VAS is often underrated. And a good value-added solution can certainly lift your ARPU by between 20 to 40%. You're competing on the telco side with everybody, including the host mobile network operator and other mobile network operators and other VNOs. But on the value-added service, you may not have competitors. So it becomes a non-comparative value proposition that helps you differentiate and win customers. Definitely, because we also partnered with Televox. We're going to be announcing that. I'll send you the press release. So Televox is going to be, we're going to be their partner in Africa. We're also bringing in an AI SME tool suite. I just signed the contract today with a company that I met in Miami, actually. They flew from Maryland to see me. It's called Cloud Office. And it's a whole AI solution for SMEs to manage their business using AI tools, which is incredible. So we're putting a lot of effort into the value-added services space. Yeah. Absolutely. So I absolutely enjoyed the Miami event. It was great to speak to Latin American customers and as well as US-based companies. You know, the MVNO market in the US is very mature. But we found that a lot of the enablers in that market do not offer the same white glove service that we do. So they often provide you with access to technology, but not necessarily the consulting. So you might have to employ a consultant and then a technology enabler, and then maybe use a marketing company or an agency to help you with your marketing and a separate company to help you with your customer experience. And what makes DSG unique is the fact that we bring all these services under one group. And we're able to, in fact, what we do with our consulting is we say that we may bill you for the consulting up front, but if you go ahead and deploy with us, we credit the consulting fee against the deployment because we don't want to be the referee and the player. We really just want to be the player and enable you because at the end of the day, our client's success is our reward. You know, and I think that this approach resonated very well with a lot of the attendants, both in Latin America. In fact, we had a few of the Latin American customers follow us from Miami to Africa, which is great, from Brazil. And we've got an opportunity in Mexico right now, which is great. And it was a really great event to do one flight to Miami and meet customers from all over the US and Latin America. And certainly what we've realized is that DSG has got a global opportunity. I mean, in our early days of the group, we were FTSE listed and we did have offices all over the world. We then, after the market crash, bought the company back and refocused on Africa. But we are now, because of this unique insight that we got, we really feel that there's an opportunity for us to go global and serve clients anywhere. We've got opportunities in Europe. We announced in March this year that we are, during Mobile World Congress, we're going to be launching MVNOs with MDS Global on Jersey Telecom's network. So we're able to serve clients in Europe. We have a lot of different agreements with networks in Africa, and we're building relationships with networks in the US as well as Latin America. And we're very excited about taking our South African solutions, which are developed in South African Rand, which is a much weaker currency than European currencies, and obviously much less than the euro or the US dollar or the pound. And we can be very cost effective. So we really offer a very intelligent solution, a far more comprehensive solution, but we also very gentle on the pricing side because we have a lower cost base here in Africa. One of the unique things about us operating multiple MVNOs in different sectors is that we developed solutions that address some of the critical aspects that maybe your traditional OSS and BSS platform will not serve. One of them, which I mentioned earlier, is client value management. We built an AI-first platform called Zenite. Zenite has got a customer data platform built into it. So you're able to take data from different sources, the different channels that the customer's interacting with you, understand even third-party data, like maybe from optimization perspective, you'll get data from Experian or TransUnion if you're offering credit and you want to be able to understand the credit viability of that particular customer or credit worthiness. And then we able to also bring information from the OSS, BSS, the CRM platform, and build models around the customer's, lifetime value, their wallet share, how we grow wallet share, what are the chances that they will churn. So that's a very powerful platform that we've now got interest all over the world for. We also developed a revenue assurance and fraud management platform. And our revenue assurance and mediation platform is called Mars, and Mars allows you to actually compare your wholesale bill from the mobile network operator to what you're actually charging the customer to make sure that you're profitable on every single package, and then on an ongoing basis create a closed loop audit process to make sure that you are profitable on an ongoing basis. And it has fraud management built into it. So if there's anomalies in any one of the kind of billing platforms, you're able to pick it up very, very quickly and analyze it and understand it better. So it's a full revenue assurance and fraud management tool. And lastly, we built an eSIM management platform for, eSIMs are growing everywhere. And most of the latest phones now support eSIM. And even in Africa, where the price parity between traditional feature phones and smartphones is narrowing quite a bit, and we're seeing low cost eSIM phones coming into the market. So they say that by 2030, the market will be primarily eSIM based. And that's really exciting for VNOs because it's easier to switch customers. So we built a whole eSIM platform, including a travel eSIM solution, which we offer as a value-added service solution. And what's unique about our application that we developed that we can white label for different clients is that it can manage your local SIM, your international eSIM, and IoT SIMs all in one application. And it's very easy to customize that application for customers and help them get to market with a great interface. This year, we've taken a big decision to partner with MVNO Nation for all 3 events. Miami was really superb for us. We picked up a lot of interest from customers. And I was quite surprised, actually, that, because the US market is a lot more mature than the African market, that we had a lot to offer to those customers. And now it reiterated our decision of why we wanted to partner with MVNO Nation, because we get exposure to lots of different customers. Being the digital solutions group, we're very focused on solutions. And we were global before. And our intention is to partner with MVNO Nation to be able to go global again and pick up customers all over the world. So Miami was really great for us. And we engaged with multiple customers across Latin America and the US. This particular event in Africa, it's our 2nd year now that we are supporting MVNO Nation, or 3rd year. I think it's the 3rd year, actually, the 3rd year that we're supporting MVNO Nation. And it's also been phenomenal. We always get to engage with customers that are sometimes hard to reach, and you find them here a bit more relaxed in the event in a nice setting, and they're hearing thought leadership, and then they get excited about the ability for you to execute for them thereafter. So very powerful platform, great networking. Love working with the team at MVNO Nation, found them really supportive, especially the marketing support and interviews like this where we get to, share our thought leadership ideas. And we are also sponsoring Alicante. We're going to run a similar workshop. I think our workshop this year has become a standard part of the kind of event, a day before the event. We prefer that because we prefer to deal only with virtual network operators. And obviously the event attracts service providers and MNOs and the whole ecosystem. We love to interact with the ecosystem, but we particularly want to share our knowledge with prospective customers. And that's why we've chosen to have a workshop a day before the event. We find it sets the scene quite nicely, and then we're able to interact with clients during the course of the event. And obviously, like the panel that we did yesterday, we also participate in the actual event itself. So it's been a very good format for us. We're very committed to our MVNO Nation partnership, and we'd like to grow the relationship going forward and look at other ways of maybe doing advisory or other services together that we can take to market and help grow the community. Because I think events like this are really, really essential to get the community going around MVNOs. And MVNOs need to be able to have a voice. Often if the regulation environment, like in South Africa, is not very clear, there's only one regulatory framework in South Africa that says to the operators, if you want to get 5G spectrum, you need to launch MVNOs on your network. That is the only regulation. It's nice to hear from people that work globally what other regulatory frameworks they can tap into, be able to understand global case studies, what doesn't work. And I think Africa's got an incredible opportunity, and we feel that African companies like ours have a great opportunity to play globally. So I think it's a very exciting dynamic, and we're really, really excited about the future of working with MVNO Nation and growing this business.